Yeah, I got Barber. I don't want tunnel. Barber.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the stream as we are going to be kicking off round 4 of Pool Bracket A as we have another good series coming your way. It's going to be ATK Gaming. We're sticking with that squad that just closed it out against the Ozone eSports in a 3-1, but they're going up against the defending, reigning champs. It's going to be BeavR and Newlook with Aggroh, Allu, Cosmic, and KoyPond. But of course, I'm always here with the best chef in the nation, potentially the world, the gaming chef.
Yes, sir. Ready to cook it up. As always, you already know ATK, undefeated. They dropped one map so far all night. Absolutely insane the way that they are able to adjust mid-map and I mean mid-series even. The way they're able to pick apart the weaknesses in their opponents, see what their strengths are, and double down on those and just absolutely take over maps is undeniable proof of where they should be. But BeavR, they are tried and true champions, these guys right here. Team up with Newlook to enter in the tournament today, looking to get themselves a good standing. Aggroh, Koi, Allu, Cosmic, I mean, it doesn't get much better than that, but these players don't always play on the same team together, so they're going to need a little bit of teamwork in that sense, but I'm sure they've already worked that out. But Graf, I'm pretty sure this is the team that some players couldn't make it, some could make it, ended up coming, ended up not coming. And there's some beef going on around here. You have a little backstory on that?
Ooh, do I have some backstory about the beef indeed. And it was one of the players, Morph, was actually supposed to be teaming with the BeavR Newlook. But due to some, I believe it was internal problems, I think the players, from what I have heard on the streets, is that Morph was kind of playing for a little bit of KD here, going a little bit of rogue, and he wasn't playing to the fundamentals that the way that BeavR wanted. I'm not saying that he doesn't play fundamentally at all, but I'm saying there was a lot of tension, and he left, I think, a day or two before this tournament kicked off. So that's kind of what's going on. And then they end up bringing in Cosmic, who lives, I believe, right down the road from the venue. He's a phenomenal player. He's actually teamed with Flippin' before and the side of ATK, so now he's playing on the winning end, let's just say, coming on in from the BeavR Newlook, and we are gonna wait no further. We're kicking it off. It's gonna be the map 1, Albagra Fortress, and I know you were kind of talking about this. It is actually going to be the side of, you were saying ATK, and unfortunately, we are going to have to get a little bit of reset. We didn't get to the Codcaster mode, so we are going to get a little bit of a quick reset here. But this is going to be a great series nonetheless. I know you and I were kind of picking opposite ends of the spectrum. Is there a reason why you're kind of going with the side of ATK this time around?
Main reason, haven't seen BeavR tonight here on stream. So, like you said, you're only as good as your last game, and I seen ATK's last game, and it was borderline pro CDL. So I'm definitely seeing them. But we got Fortress, we got Elisilo. We haven't seen them do anything on those maps yet. So, ATK, they got the adjustments. They are definitely good at getting done what needs to get done. Fortress, a tried and true map for sure. Elisilo as well. The S&D was pretty much where they were lacking, so that could be where BeavR is able to step it up. All 4 of those players, tried and true. They know how to get the chip. They know what needs to get done. And Logan's team, very, very talented as well. Not as many chips on their back. I know that they are hungry tonight, and I'm ready to cook them what they need to do to get done. So I think coming together for that, ATK is going to take it for sure with the 3. It's going to be up to BeavR how many they get. It's 3-1, 3-2. I'm going to go 3-2 just because I haven't seen them tonight, and I know they are chip worth.
They are absolutely chip worth, and I think the biggest thing for the side of BeavR is this is kind of typically how they are in pool bracket. They're not invincible. They tend to get their mistakes out of the way early, which you have a lot of respect for. They make sure they're kind of just gauging how some of these teams are playing. They did get 3-0'd by Pulsive Gaming, which I think is considered the #1 team in the entire tournament. I would say so from a lot of other players. and a lot of other people who are watching. Unfortunately, I don't actually think we're going to get Pulse of Gaming just the way that this bracket is playing out and how fast these teams are getting done. We're just not going to be able to get them, unfortunately, today. But I already know, we 100%, I want to let everybody know, we would get them for Championship Sunday tomorrow. But let's talk about the teams at hand as we're kicking off the Map 1, or Round 4 of Pool Play Group A. It's ATK versus BeavR Newlook, and already off to the races. ATK, they're taking a little bit of a slight lead.
Yes, sir. And I just want to throw it to the chat real quick. It's pretty funny over there. You know, LAN is built different, right? That's what I want to go on right now. You know, you're playing at home. There's certain things you don't know. Everyone thinks you're a sweaty, smelly gamer, but apparently Executioner's the best smelling gamer out there tonight. Everyone's saying he's smelling good. So you got to link up what he's wearing out there, because apparently this guy got the whole room smelling great out there. Got to tell you, LAN is definitely different. It's hilarious. I love it. You know, back in the game now. It just LAN, bro. It's just so much better, okay? Get out there, get your players, get the love, get excited, because I know I sure am. And looking at this game here, I know ATK is excited to be in that lead. I hear some screaming there in the background. Thanks to that LAN energy. But here we go. Some kills coming their way. Hav on the hill. No bodies his way yet. We don't need them because they got that beautiful lead. Going into the next hill here. Some rotations coming in early from ATK. Love to see it. KoyPond looking for it as well. This is the hardest hill to break. But look at that, all blue into the feed. Hav able to break it up. That was a very important kill. Cosmic needs to hold this one down, and he can't do it. Some good fights on.
And flipping, he tries to go big. He's already 9-4 to start. You can tell the boss man himself is starting to tear it up here early, and currently it's kind of up for grabs. It is ATK who's in the hill, but you're really fighting for that spawn control. And guess what? If you're number 7, Allu, oh, he could have just slipped right through the double doors and secured it. Unfortunately, he decides to go in and help out his teammates in the middle of the map, and that's really gonna make or break this hill. If he gets it, he is a hero. If he doesn't, he is the criminal. And guess what? They get the break. So clearly, they know something that I do not. But when you have Hav hitting double headshots, it's gonna make it that much more difficult. Hav with the third almost turns on to the fourth, but BeavR, they have been playing for the spawns, and they are gonna do so. Ronnie, though, back and forth engagements. If this is the way the series is gonna turn out, it could really be either teams want to win, but Aggroh gets 2, and they're gonna grab a last few seconds, so it's gonna roughly be a 10-point game heading on into the P4.
Yeah, I want to know how Cosmic died 11 times already when the game pretty much just got into the beginning of it. Big yikes for him. But the rest of the team here, you've seen Aggroh able to hold it down like he always does on his own back there. Amazing mid-map control. Turns away in bad pod timing. Able to get one out. That's going to slow down the rest of the team. Aggroh. Yikes, this guy's good. Allu getting his kills. You know, flipping. Already 13-9. Insane the way he's able to throw bodies down. Hav does not let off that trigger, so there's no bullets left. And we see it there. Look at this guy just holding it down. Has to get traded out. The hill in favor of BeavR right now, and BeavR has the lead. Aggroh on that 8 streak. 42 on the hill. Oh my gosh. 10? What is going on over there with Aggroh?
The man is 17-6. He has 23 engagements, but it is actually Logan who's beating him out by 1 more with 24. Not necessarily having the stat line that Aggroh does, but he's putting in the work, laying down damage, and that's really all a submachine gun needs to do. And it's interesting to say the least, because BeavR, their 2 submachine guns are Cosmic and Aggroh, and last time I believe it was Allu on the submachine gun, and so he's pulling out that second AR, and that's going to be the interesting point to make, because how is he going to do? Clearly, it's not bothering him at all. 13-8, but again, it's another back and forth game, and you can tell ATK, they're playing fundamentally sound, but Aggroh and Flippin', this is the series, the players that go head to head, as long as this Fort Collins Contender Center has been around. They go at each other's throat, and clearly it is showing in the stat line.
Yeah, and coming into this game, you already know ATK was excited and worried about it, because they're like, all right, everything we've learned in this series so far tonight, we have to show up for this one. Everything we got to put it out there. It's Flippin versus Aggroh right now for kills, and Cosmic versus Ronnie for least amount of kills. Everyone else doing a great job here. A lot of hill time spread out between the players. Score tied up pretty much. Only 10 ahead for ATK. BeavR looking to take the lead back, possibly here. Some back and forth action happening. I mean, we're looking at two amazing teams here that are for sure going to be in the top 5 of this tournament. This is just the beginning of this rivalry.
Just the beginning, and the series is just as close to boot. And now it looked like the side of ATK, they're doing a great job holding on in to that P1, and they got roughly 30 seconds of it. So you're not batting an eye at that one, and you do lose the spawns. But BeavR, they are fully set up here in the gallows. It's a matter of can they make the hangman's noose work. Cosmic, he's having a real rough go. He is 5-19. You need him to start stepping up, and the fact that he's 5-19 and they are only 30 points down is a testament to how good the roster is from this BeavR squad, because they are fundamentally sound. They're not letting too many things slip through except for a few kills on Cosmic's end.
Yeah, ATK's having a pretty safe setup these last two. BeavR's working together, try and push it from behind exactly where you want to be, where you want to push. Allu double, Aggroh the Cosmic, that's a full team wipe. They have it set up. Catch that scrap. I mean, that was more the scrap. It was 25 seconds. That's almost half the hill, looking real good. And the rotation is there, but we got a 4-4 man coming in down low, but it ain't 4. If Aggroh's there, he's gonna get punched out, but he already had 2 bodies. He slowed that one down, but no one's in there. BeavR's gonna have the defense. They just have to get the time to set up, and Koi and Allu gives them that time. It's gonna be very tough for ATK to get in there, and I think BeavR's gonna be able to take this lead back. We got some more back-to-back action.
And it's a full setup from Newlook, and that's 3 players down. It's going to be Ronnie, the last one left alive, hoping he could potentially go big here. And no, he cannot. Allu with the drop shot, 24-12. Clearly feeling comfortable with the AR in hand, and that's a beautiful team wipe. Logan, the last one left, aka Flippin' Allu. He's going to start laying down the law, but oh, just as I say that, 3 members go down, so they have a chance to maybe go big here and try to find the last 15, but psych, it is Aggroh, 28-15, 26-13 from the side of Allu. Koi, he's just quietly going 17 even, but oh my goodness, Hob, the man, starting to hit beamers, and finally, for the first time in this game, I think BeavR, they will take the lead, and it's going to be 20 points.
They did have the lead temporarily once before. This is the largest one they've had. And, you know, like I said on that last hill, they had that set up. I'm pretty sure they're going to take a nice strong lead. Exactly what they did there. This hill here is always a back and forth trying to get in this building. You know, Logan, if it ain't a double, it ain't him. This is what he's doing. And honestly, Aggroh's right there. Usually answers that back with doubles of his own. ATK, amazing wipe there. Tied up, and they're going to take the lead right back. ATK, absolutely amazing, great job. BeavR, you know, they pretty much had that full 60 on the last hill, but it's just not enough. You got to stay consistent and keep the hits going. And ATK looking to be a little more consistent with it. Now 30 for both Aggroh and Flippin'. These guys just going head to head out there. And, you know, Ronnie stepped it up here, but Cosmic did not. With 9 seconds, 9-26, big yikes in there. Allu, of course, looking great. Koi, minute 21, even KDs. Pretty much everyone really looking great here. Tied up for the teams. I'm loving what I'm seeing, but ATK, I think, just has a little bit extra finesse on top of everything.
They have a little extra finesse, but guess what they don't have is extra streaks in the back pocket, and I think it is going to be Aggroh with the double. No trophy was close enough to deflect and Hob. Oh, he could actually cause a lot of problems here. Gets one, but not able to find any more, but all he does is delay the time that Newlook was able to get. And I like how you pointed out Cosmic. He is now, ooh, he finally breaks double digits, 10 and 27. Koy, oh, he even kills him on top of it. He says he's a little angry at him. Maybe that is the case, is he's like, dude, you gotta find some more kills, but you know how talented he is. He's just having a little bit of a rough map one. I expect him to tear it up, but his ATK, they are holding on to roughly a 17-point lead, as it could come down to this P1, but most likely the P2 Gallows.
Yeah, well, his P1 hold is looking pretty strong. Aggroh in a little bit out of a spot, but I think well, he's forced to relocate now, but good hold. Flippin' looking to get in there. If it ain't a double, it ain't him, so I'm sure there's one more coming his way. His team is closing in. Ooh, he isn't able to get two, but Cosmic, here we go, finally turning it up. Aggroh in there, getting the trade, but ATK still ends up in the area, but the rotation to the next point is gonna be what it's all about. I think 20 seconds left, no one on the hill. BeavR has the lead. It could go either way, but look at Aggroh, 40s. Allu, 30s. Only flipping in the 30s over on ATK.
Oh.
Time going everywhere. BeavR still has it though, 5 seconds, and he hops off. He could have had it. It's off to the next hill, and ATK is there.
Oh no, if you lose this game by 1 point, if you are Cosmic, you just threw it. Is there any trophies? Yes, there is. Koy's trying to find it, but the kill feed is lighting up green. Ronnie takes the gunfight, and now you spawn out, and that's all 4 dead. Not a chance. They just let this one slip, and it's one opportunity. 249, 247, and that is it. Are you kidding? Oh no, maybe not. 249. They take it! 250, 249! No way! Cosmic threw the 1 point that did not just happen for BeavR! Oh! Chef, you got to be joking! Cosmic gave up 1 second and ATK made him pay for it!
Oh my gosh, and at the very last second, literally 249 up, Aggroh contests it. It's contested for like 5 seconds. Aggroh was like, no, it's my map, please. If anything happens to Cosmic, someone just save him for the next 5 minutes, because he might get taken out back after that one. Oh my gosh, that poor guy was on a mantle. I don't know if it was an accident. They just stepped out of it. Good Lord, just 1 second. But hey, in the end, that's the first map. We got a series on our hands. Count that as a win for both sides. Cosmic, get it together, man. But hey, both teams still amazing. When it comes down to 249 tied for 5 seconds, yikes, that's close. Seriously, great job. I think ATK just had a little bit extra on their end. BeavR was able to get almost a full 60 out of a hill. So, you know, both sides had their strengths. So ATK, again, the first hard point. We've seen it on the last one, 247, 250. ATK takes it. Yikes, man. These are amazing close games, and I'm loving it.
But you go back and talk about the stats. Logan or Flippin', he was on something else. The man was a whippersnapper out there. Every single gunshot, every single gunfight was going his way if it was a 1v1. It was literally him versus Aggroh. But it comes down to those micro decisions. We're not going to beat the dead horse here. We know what happened. It was 1 second. It was like the CDL when Standy could not stay on the hill, and that's just kind of what happened in that moment for the young man. But again, he finishes 14 and 29. He ended up having a little bit better of a second half. He's a player that, you know, maybe the map one kind of got to him a little bit, but again, he's a great player. We've seen him on land and perform time and time again. It's just those micro decisions. You can't let them he can't let that affect him long term. And heading on into a search and destroy, completely different mode. You're going on into hotel. Again, this series, it just feels like it's Mike Tyson going up against excuse me, Muhammad Ali out there. It's going to be just, it's just going to be throws after throws, haymakers after haymakers, the rope-a-dope, whatever you want to call it. This series, you have a feeling, just has Map 5 written all over it.
Yeah, this is placements, by the way. These guys aren't playing for money yet. They're not playing for position. They're not playing to go home. They're just playing for a good spot when the tournament gets going. And this is already what we're seeing. It's just a taste, a little seasoning on top of that steak that we're going to be serving tomorrow. Because, gosh, what talented, amazing players we have out there. Now, I know you can sit at home and dog on Cosmic for what he did, but he beat every single player that didn't show up. And you already know he's an amazing, talented player. He's tried and true, like I've been saying here. Everyone out here is already a top-tier player. That's why they're in here in person. That's why they have teams backing them up, like BeavR, like Newlook, getting them out there, sponsoring them up, paying their entry fees, whatever they got to do to get them out there. Their teammates, they vetted them, they got them in there. Every single player, right? They able to get this together. Seriously, what an astonishing show out here. Ooh. 249, 250. Off to map 2, Hotel. Here we go. And I believe we got a little insight on the Simps, and it's not looking good. 3-0 vintage Simps. Oh, man, still sitting bottom seed. Simps, you got to take a map. What do you think's going on over there, Graf?
And the Simps, we kind of talked about this. They were the first series that we casted. It's a team that's completely brand new to the LAN environment, so a lot of rookie mistakes are probably being made. They weren't necessarily team pushing a lot of individual talent, but again, they just weren't able to make it work. And I actually think if they 3-0, that's the only chance that they get at making or at least a tie for that bottom seed. And I actually think they would lose the tiebreaker, and they have to go up against BeavR Newlook in round 5. So, I mean, not to be a little bit premature, but I think the side of the Zerfs Simps, they are going to be going home and not going to be able to make it to Championship Sunday, because remember, the bottom teams in the groups do not make it to bracket, but the 5th seed or the 5th team will start in losers, so you just don't want to be in those bottom 2.
Yeah, exactly. And, tying up, how good we've seen BeavR just now. Keep in mind, they lost 3-0 to Pulsive Gaming. So that just goes to show out how good Pulsive is doing. Or maybe we'll see them against ATK next. Not sure what our next game on stream will be. But it's really showing out the strength of that team. But right here, ATK versus BeavR. S&D, we already seen what they could get done on this map. But let's see what it looks like. BeavR ATK, let's get it.
The one thing that was funny about that first map is my eyes were tweaking just as much as the screen was, because it was all over the place. I thought I was getting a migraine off on that map 1.
Oh, God.
But a 250, 249 finish, you just have a feeling this is going to be a round 11 map 2. And still, everybody's kind of exchanging shots. Nobody going down as of yet. Everybody just taking their time. But look at the bomb. Number 2 and 3, Ronnie and Swiz, they're working their way up. And it's going to be Allu. Is he going to be able to get the trade? Yes, it will happen. And he's just going to go and get that bomb plant down right away. It's all up to Koi if he decides to challenge.
Yeah, and it started out like a tournament match, honestly. No bodies dropped and wait for information. Just goes to show the talent of these two teams and how seriously they're taking each other right now. It's exactly what they need to do. They're battling for some top seed position. ATK undefeated, so they're really in a fight for number 1. They might earn it here, but BeavR's going to make them work for it, that's for sure. Off to the kitchen here for the bomb going down. 1v1, Aggroh flipping. It's what it comes down to, and Aggroh gets it. Oh my gosh, with the defuse. What a climactic end here to the rivalry from that first map. Aggroh is just better, it seems, on the round 2.
Ooh, that's some bold move there, bold play there, Cotton are saying, because
it goes down in the kitchen, all right?
It goes down in the kitchen, and Chef knows all about it. He calls it the way he sees it. And right there, that was incredible. And everybody, I apologize. Hopefully the audio is back. I know we were here in that one. So hopefully let us know in the chat. We're trying to get that fixed out for you. Trying to make this as entertaining and as pleasurable as possible, especially us as the casters. We want to make sure you guys are happy in the chat and enjoying this LAN environment, because it truly is like nothing else, I think, in the esports scene. Nothing compares to being in person than online, but guess what? Nothing compares to the way that Aggroh competes and just snaps onto every single player when it comes to these LAN environments.
Yeah, LAN just built different. You know, just trying to get that energy out to you and the viewers. There's a lot of energy going around. It's free out there. And Flippin', you know, he was freed out already in a 4v3. He had a tough 1v1 and a tough start to this one. Aggroh 2-0, Bob 0-2. Big yikes. Here comes the fight in. Cosmic turning it around, 3-1. That's what we want to see from him. That's why he's on the team. BeavR taking that win. ATK out of here, 2 in a row. That's what we want to see from these players. Cosmic, good job. You know, we're not even going to talk about that 1 second you lost anymore, because you're helping your team out right here and already got a round full.
You got to shake off that, you know, those difficult spots, those micro decisions. You can't let it affect your gameplay when it comes to this series, because guess what? That was just 1 map out of potentially 5. So you have to regain, have that mental fortitude to be able to shake that one off. So good stuff from the side of BeavR, coming out here swinging. Aggroh 3-0, and I guarantee you, after it, he's like, I'm going to tear it up here in this search and destroy, and already off to a great start. In Cosmic, he will grab that first. Cosmic grabs the second as well. He takes down Hob and Ronnie, and the bomb has yet to get planted, and it forces Flippin' to go forward as Cosmic 5-1, and he's just going hunting, has that dead silence in hand, and I think now everything's going to slow down, kind of get a feel for each other. ATK, they're not sure if that A site is open yet, but it is Cosmic watching over, and fortunately, we did get a little bit of a disconnect here, so after this round, we'll probably cut it to a short break while one player loads on in. And I believe that's Allu.
Yeah, that's definitely tough for BeavR now. It is a 2v2, so it's a fair fight right now. Bomb looking to go down. Flippin' in this round still. Aggroh and Cosmic streaked up. Gonna be tough on the restart where their streaks are at. Here we go. The collapse coming into the kitchen. Gonna be interesting on timing. They're not looking the right way. Audio cues come in. Possibly. I think Flippin's looking for it. Oh, the timing. Nade coming out. They should have a little bit on Flippin. 1v1 now.
Oh, no.
Aggroh Flippin again in the kitchen. Can Aggroh take it? Little brief fire coming in. Is he gonna repeat the same door? The nade gonna come in. Gonna look to the other side. Aggroh, he is confirmed. I don't want to hear it. He is the chap out there, all right? Flippin' ain't got it, all right? In the kitchen. Aggroh all day, baby. Let's get it.
My goodness, give the man his due, because he is upset about that map 1, and I love it. He preemptively threw that stun, and this is what these players do in clutch moments. They look at everything they have in their arsenal, and he had that stun, and guess what? He ran right on into it. He took the pre-fire, but everybody right now, what an incredible 1v1. Again, that's 2-0 in the kitchen when it comes to the side of Aggroh against Flippin', but it looks like everybody kind of having a little bit of trouble out here. So while we are waiting to load back on in to this map 2, we're going to cut it to a short break.
This is all fucked. Why can't I...
All right, gamers, we are back. Games are updated. Of course, Call of Duty wanted an update mid-series, but that's all right. We're going to get right back to where we were. 3-0, BeavR in the lead. That means they only need 3 rounds here to win it, and ATK needs a full 6. Oh my gosh. What do you think they need to get 6 here?
Shut down Aggroh. Win your 1v1s. I think that's kind of what it came down to. And so right now, unfortunately, the team names are flipped, I do want to point out, so don't worry. We are aware that the team names are flipped. So it is actually ATK Gaming that is BeavR, and BeavR that is ATK. And we are coming and loading back on into this map too. Already 3 rounds were played. So, and it's BeavR who currently holds the advantage. So this is going to be so confusing to explain. BeavR is on ATK's side, but they have 3 rounds.
Yeah, I mean, these are probably the most known players, so you don't even need to look at that anymore. So where we're at right now, like he said, BeavR's up 3-0. Right now we're tied 2 up. Flippin' by himself now. Had 2 kills the start. That's a 2-0-80 right here and finishes it up. Oh my, ATK's on the board. That is 3-1. BeavR to ATK. That's what they needed. You know, I feel like everyone's energy got reset after that. They all had to restart their game, update it, yada yada. No one got their streak, so they're not happy. And, you know, I think that was just enough for BeavR to lose the momentum they had with those 3 in a row, and now ATK is on the board.
ATK is on the board, and guess what? It is a big win for Flippin' because it wasn't against Aggroh. So anybody else that he goes up against BeavR, he's doing pretty good in those situations. But a good one to restart off here in the map too as Koy tosses out a beautiful stun and a beautiful nade. Does hit him down to 56 HP. And Flippin' doing a good job of just preserving his life, staying alive, making sure he does not go down early. But take a look at the minimap. It's going to be number 3, Allu. He's thinking about this flank, and oh, he actually pre-fires and gives away his position just a little bit. And Swiz, he is not giving it up. And I like this spot by him, making sure he's getting any type of sound cue. And Allu, he actually just backs all the way up, kind of giving a little bit of a fake towards Swiz, keeping himself honest. But it looks like the play is over towards this A site. And it's going to be Flippin', maybe thinking about getting the bomb down. He's wanting to stretch it. Oh, he actually does! But oh, the angle's being held by Aggroh. Of course, it's by him.
Yeah, there we go. Able to get the trophy down, so that's definitely going to help them, but they are all in the god spots. BeavR is holding it down 25 seconds. We already know ATK, when they hear that timer ticking, they get moving. And now Swiz working his way around. Flippin' catches his kill. Koy going to catch off. Flippin' with another one. 5-0. Woohoo, baby. He's cooking already. He is done with Aggroh, but Aggroh ain't done with him. 1v3. Him getting it done. There's the long range. Oh my gosh, he gets away with it. 1-2 health. But he has a lot of uphill work to get it done. I think 18.
And whoo, that was scary. I think if Aggroh ended up, that door opened up a second sooner, he might have been able to get Flippin' off of that bomb, and it would have just came down to time at that point. It would have forced Swiz to at least have to go and try to get that bomb plant down with only, I think it would have probably been close to 12 seconds left. So good job from the side of ATK not throwing that one away, and they pull it within 1 round. But like you said, what did they need to do to start off? And guess what? Logan's on 5 in a row.
Yeah, 5 in a row. He's just about streaked up. It's right where you want to be for this map. Looking like an A push, pretty similar to what we saw last round, but the flip side on the aggression. Looks like Cosmic wants to get back on that board. He had a very hot start after his rough match 1. He's right where he needs to be with his teammates. I love Aggroh up top there. Think he needs to play a little hotter, try and fake that A, but it didn't need to happen. Bombs down, and Aggroh literally waited for that bomb tick because everyone always has that split second where they look that direction. Boom, Aggroh used that for his advantage. Good call on his part. ATK, BeavR, re-up for both sides. Cosmic in a very good position, just has to turn it, and it looks like right there he's doing it. 1, looking for possible 2. Ronnie down there. Now we got Hob out pretty much in the open, can get surrounded, but Cosmic can free himself from this position.
And Ronnie actually finds one, but somebody has to hop the bomb, and oh my goodness, he's not going to get there in time though. And Aggroh, he just played the time, knew he didn't have to challenge until those 7.5 seconds. Hob is just going to play his life. So the side of BeavR, a good job from them, kind of stabilizing for now, getting another round back on the board, taking that 2-point advantage. And now, if you're the side of ATK, they maybe have started to figure out what your strategy is. I think you just got to full send a point. I would really like to see some aggression coming over towards the B site and just overwhelm them in the kitchen.
Yeah, and what I liked from Aggroh there, he played that top, again, waited for the bomb to tick, then went in and made his move. And then he played time. He was all the way up there, no point running all the way through the map and die. Just stay alive, watch that bomb, try and keep Logan off that streak. It's exactly what happened. They got that round. Amazing work. Back on the board. Now that is 4-2 in favor of BeavR.
Woo! And Hav ends up getting the trade, but guess what? Aggroh goes big. He takes down 2. And now a 1v3 for Ronnie. We know what he can get done, but it doesn't matter. The shots are in. ATK, they will fall. And BeavR now 1 round away from tying up this series at 1 apiece. But we were just talking about this. This has a map 5 round 11 written all over it. And the way that that map 1 ended, it feels like it should almost be a 2-0 lead for BeavR.
Yeah, BeavR, they're getting there. You know, it's gonna tie it up if they win this. So that 249 tie for 5 seconds was insanity. And I'm loving how this series is turning out. I'm not sure if ATK realizes that it is 1 round down in their blood, because they're staring at it 2-2. No, sir, it is 5-2 in favor of BeavR. BeavR, they're looking to tie this series up 1-1, and that's probably what's gonna happen here. Extend our series, as we're looking at a very nice El Asilo up next.
And I love what the side of ATK did here. They immediately felt the aggression. Hav backed up, and everybody is here from the gaming squad. And Aggroh's on 5, and now he's 1 away from the streak, and it might not even need to be used. But guess what?
Ooh.
Flippin wins that 1v1, and that's got to feel good against Aggroh, because now they were both denied streaks. And Cosmic, he's trying to find an open, but Ronnie is still, again, watching over him. And now you're going to try to reposition. Are you going to try to go through this top side? And unfortunately, they will catch out Cosmic. They get the rebound to flip it, and now it's quickly a 2v2. There's still 1 player left in the point. It's going to be Hav. He finds both. And the side of ATK, they clutch up, but boy, it got dicey.
Yeah, it looked like since they won their 2 gunfights, they got cocky and went right back into the kitchen. But there's no reason for them to think you rotated if those fights were right there. They'll think you follow it up. Is exactly what they did. They should have followed through after those 2 kills. They opened up the reach over towards the other bomb site, but they stayed right there. I do not like that call, and ultimately that's what caused them to fail. You know, that 4v2, they had it, 2v2, but just bad call in the end.
Yeah, it's kind of tough to get that rotational advantage, and like you said, it was all the pressure. They tried to throw like a fake and hold off for like 10 seconds and maybe try to bait them out to rotate back over towards A. Did not work. And an Allu, though, he comes out with a big first blood. He's looking for another one. Can he do so? No. Flipping. He will take him down, and he's actually gonna just fly on forward, and Swiz coming in with the help, and so the bomb should go down relatively for free. Aggroh has to back up. Him and Koi, they are on a 3-peat for Koi, and Aggroh's on a 2-peat. Can he get another one? But Koi finds that opener.
Yeah, BeavR, again, they just need 1 round, and they are in it. And it's looking like it might happen here. Here comes one, looking for the trade. Still has 12 rounds. Couldn't get it done, and there's BeavR with the dub. We got a tied-up series, my friends. It's exactly what you want to see. It's extended.
Whew, and that's, like you said, it's exactly what you want to see, because it was a close one, I think, in that map 1, and eventually BeavR just ran away with it. They didn't allow the footing to get gained from the side of ATK, and so now you're gonna thinking ahead towards the map 3, and that's gonna be the El Asilo control. And just the way these ARs are playing, it's gonna be interesting to see who's gonna have that advantage, because Allu and Koi, they've been doing well. And they actually just put Aggroh and Flippin in the 1v1. I'm not sure if Flippin just put away his controller, but this would be interesting. I think they're just having a little bit of fun with it. And they all back out. You wish you could have seen it. But either way, they're still having a good time out there, and it will be a map 2 victory victory for the side, excuse me, of BeavR Newlook. As our game is having a little bit of a problem out there, so we might have to get a quick reset. So once our game gets focused up, we'll be back after a little bit of a short break here, as it just feels like Call of Duty never wants to have a good time.
Yep, it does not like us for some reason. Or whatever. Pause.
All right, we are back. Map 3. We are tied 1-1 with a very nice series so far. S&D not as close as we expected, but Call of Duty broke that up right in the middle of us with an unexpected game update. But that's not going to slow down these players, because we are El Asilo with, I mean, you're tied up. You're on control. This is pretty much the make or break middle of the series map. This is gonna show if ATK stays undefeated against the already undefeated Pulse of Gaming, who plays each other next. Oh my gosh, what an amazing placements bunch of series we have. But BeavR looking to break that and shut it all down right here. ATK though, I think they
ATK looking to come back and take that series lead once again. Cosmic 2-0, looking pretty solid, as it's going to be 1-0 for Ronnie. And then it's going to be Cosmic and Allu doubling them on up. Koi is also there. And then you have one player in Hav trying to work his way towards that A site. And it looks like he will take his time for now, and Flippin gets caught out in the back, but it still looks like the side of BeavR, the aggression is there. They're just trying to fight for a little bit more map control before they want to hop onto that point successfully.
And we've seen at the end of that last S&D, the rivalry versus Aggroh and Flippin is real. Whenever these two see each other, I feel like their egos either get taken down or taken up a few notches, depending who wins that. I think Aggroh's up on the meetings of the two giants. And looking at this right here, it looks like A might not be a tick, but B is definitely making some progression. 30 seconds left. Some action has to go down here. BeavR on the attack. The names are correct. Cosmic again showing out that first round, showing it was definitely a fluke. He's an amazing player, as he always is. But they're all on B, looking to cap it up. It's not there. There it is, secured. They're up on lives, up on points. Good positioning, working through the map. ATK got to turn this one around.
Yeah, and it was kind of up to Swiz right there. Once he saw two of his players go down, he wanted to put himself in a forward position, but he has not moved from the top side area, or the top side bar, and he's still sitting there waiting for one player to maybe come on through, and there he will finally get Cosmic. That is a big kill, and now they're going to put him in a tiny bit of a spawn trap, as it looks like, again, Swiz has put himself in a good spot, and then the nades come out, and will Cosmic find the kill? Yes, nice. He does, and he's been that player ever since map 1. He's stepped it up in a big way.
Yeah, now ATK's stuck in the corner, and KoyPond looking to lock it down, able to get two players looking his direction, and one of them just died. Ronnie looked not even worried about him, just pretty much where you want to be in a spawn trap, but I guess he should have been, because he just fell down. And BeavR, great job. I mean, Koi locked him out into their spawn just long enough for that capture to happen. Amazing work. Here we go. You see Koi, that back building, always amazing, able to lock down those corners, and they can't find you. They got to hunt for you, slows things down. Then you peek out, kill some players. Great work here from BeavR taking that first round.
And that is a position I want people to take some notes, because he was forcing them to spawn all the way back of Pride Rock, and he sat in that garage and nobody was looking there, because it's just such an odd spot to have some engagement. So good job by Koi. I mean, that's going to be a play that I think some people at this LAN might try to throw out later in the day, but Swiz, he opens up with the first, as it looks like a little bit of aggression, still trying to find their way towards A, but again, BeavR, they are there. Hav hasn't been having that superstar series like he has the past two, but he's still putting up good numbers. He's on the point, waiting for one more challenge to maybe come out. Swiz catches one onto Koi. Also found Cosmic with the Semtex. And so just like that, it's going to be the side of ATK on the A site.
Interesting, no one's going for the free B site. It is all in on A. You know, the progression is there. I don't know if that second tick, there it is. Okay, second tick locked and confirmed. Now we're rolling over towards B. But that's a bad time to do it. They should have done it earlier, because look at that. All 4 are over there. No one's set up on the spawn trap. I think Swiz should have pushed out a little further, do exactly what Koi has done to him. The B's looking a little bit rough now. BeavR has the defense. They're going to have to try and break this up through the building, get full building control, and then get spawn control, and then get into B. And that's a lot of steps to get over onto this site.
And it's really going to come down to this 1v1. Number 8 flipping is, if he finds number 4 Allu, it can mean all the difference. And now Ronnie actually gives him that information, and so he will find the kill. Stays alive though. Cosmic finds the other submachine gun who is roaming around the fences area, and Hob also trying to watch that back alleyway. Aggroh, he pushes himself up into a good spot. He gets him weak, will finish off his food, but Flippin is there maybe for the trade, as he will get it. But again, Cosmic has been shutting these players down. 20-17, still a minute left on the clock, but like you said, it just doesn't feel like any map control has gone the way of ATK since they got that A site.
Yeah, Cosmic just walked right back into their spawn. Didn't see anyone because none of them died. Can't spawn trap if they ain't spawning. Just started shooting players from behind. Got them all turned around. Now BeavR's spawn got pushed out thanks to that line of sight coming in from Hob. They're not going to get in that back corner, but no one took advantage of that spawn position that they just gave them. At number 6, Hob, he's just still chilling there. The rest of his team can't get out of their spawn area. And Hob's going to have to make a move as that timer's going to start ticking. Cosmic is in there, couldn't get it done. Hob doing an amazing job, just going to get the work done himself. Another kill on the site. Tick going to be coming his way here shortly. And here we go, some help coming in, flipping. Timer's going to start going a little faster. Swiz, slow him down, slow him down. They're coming in way too fast in that building. Cosmic, amazing work from him coming in. Astonishing teamwork from BeavR retaking that site.
Oh, and it really came down to Hob. He was the only player that went big, and it just allows that one tick to come in and look at number 7, Swiz. He's going to have to find another opening, but I'm not sure who actually has the streak. Is that Koi? It could be. I'm not too sure, as it was Koi. Unfortunately, doesn't connect, and he kind of puts himself not in the greatest spot right now because he's coming in off a spawn. 1.9 Aggroh. He needs to win one more gunfight, but Swiz gets it at 0.9 seconds. Now you can have a double stack. One more player. It's going to be Koi. He needs to find the opening, and he needs to go fast. He needs to take one down. Swiz is just relying on his teammates to watch his back, and Flippin does it. Are you kidding me? ATK, you only need one moment, and they took it with both hands, and they will get that attacking round.
0.9 seconds. Flippin gets in there. Allu, the only one to get her done. He couldn't do it. Honestly, that all started on the back of Hob. Locked down that whole site, got it started, got the progression going. ATK able to get their teammates up in there. Swiz working that building, getting it done. You know, Ronnie wasn't doing too much through there, but still some great work from all of ATK to lock in that round. We're tied up now 1-1, just like the series. Just back and forth, and I love to see it.
And look at BeavR's stat line. Just 12s across the board, 111 from Cosmic. So they're playing together. They're playing as a team. But it just feels like in some of these moments they are starting to fall apart. They kind of just let one player slip through, and it's really messed up their defenses. So they really have to make sure they're watching each other's angles, making sure that the line of defense is being held and nobody is finding those openings. But this is what we were talking about earlier. Hob, he's maybe finding that superstar mode, but it is Koi to get him down. He does have 1 HP, and immediately Swiz is there on the return. One more away from being able to earn that glide bomb, and how massive it would be on this map. And he is using every single second of his dead silence, and he's trying to find a few more, and you can hear everybody in the background chirping and talking it up. Swiz will get the kill, but Koi there on the return, but too many players of ATK, and this is a great defensive setup.
Yeah, there's no ticks. No one's really even touched the site. 20 seconds left. BeavR, your offense looking weak, my friends. Look at how free B is. Look at how many of those BeavR players are right in front of it, and no one went that direction. Now Flippin's the only one over there defending that site, but they are able to push up through A. Good work on BeavR, finally stopping that clock. 9 seconds left. Ooh, that's gonna get cleared out. Flippin, he was on B, then he goes to A. Ronnie going big with a double. A, again, some progression, but it is tied up. Allu wins his gunfight. Look at that. You all die on A. Where do you spawn? On B. ATK was just 10 seconds too late to lock in that round down. BeavR finding that hole in the defense, and it could go either way now.
Oh, and Flippin, he gets one, and oh, I didn't realize Koi was right next to him. Hav, he needs to take him down, but Ronnie gets it done, so there's two streaks earned on the side of ATK, and guess what? They shut it down. They only give up 2 ticks of progression, and this is interesting. This is not the way that I was expecting it. I thought ATK would be taking the search and destroy, but they are punching the side of BeavR in the buck teeth right now because they are taking them in these respawns.
I hear the energy coming through in the LAN center. Oh my goodness. ATK, great work there. Flippin, looking a little light on the sauce for this one, but that's all right. I see some good positioning from him so far. Just ain't hitting his shots. BeavR, pretty solid across the board. Looking for a win here to tie it up again like they always do. The A defense is strong. The A offense is strong. Clash of the Titans right in the middle.
And this is your round to lose if you're ATK. You have 2 glides in the back pocket, and if you really want, you can just hop onto that B site. But look at number 1. Aggroh's going to be the only line of defense, and he needs to find one of these kills. If he doesn't, this could be problems. Ronnie almost gets the kill, but look at Aggroh just ran out of ammo. And that is tough pill to swallow, but Koi puts himself in a great spot as well. Cosmic also finds the kill, and he finds another one in what looked to be disaster for a moment for BeavR. They clutch up and they hold on to that B site, and now they have pushed ATK all the way in the backside of the spawn. Koi's on 3 in a row. In fact, he's 20 and 13, so the AR is putting in work along with Allu and Cosmic. Everybody, that's 3. Make it all 4 members down, except for, well, never mind. Swiz is still in a good position as he does get spotted though, and a really tough spot for ATK at the moment.
Yeah, ATK, I feel like they could do a good B rotation here. It's pretty much Cosmic doing what he's been doing best this series. That's getting right up in the spawn, slowing him down, turning him around. Everyone got to focus on him while that timer's ticking in red. They got a full free sprint. Just got to worry about that window. Keep those shots coming. Get them tacticals up there. There we go. Throw them nades. Try to get in that site. Nade. Beautiful. Ronnie, turn this around. He missed it negative. Nice doubles coming his way. Cosmic looking to get it done. 2 health. Trying to get them shots out. Allu with a huge triple lead. Oh my gosh. The ace. And that might just clean it up to a tied match.
And that is tough because you are so close. But Ronnie, he actually finds one. Hop slides on in, and oh, is he staying alive? Koi is still there, but he goes down. And so this could be another last second cap for ATK. BeavR, do not let this happen. It's 21-8. Are you going to let this A site go? Allu's still on 8 in a row. He's going to fly out like Superman. He gets one, but the Kryptonite, it is Swiz. Can he stay alive? No, he cannot. But look, number 5, right there. It's Ronnie. Oh my goodness, he could get this one done. Cosmic, no, he gets there in time.
And look at anybody going to A.
Is anybody going to be able to get there? No. And BeavR, they're extending it to the round 5.
There was absolutely no reason for ATK to be that close at winning at a 20 versus 8. Oh my goodness. Just goes to show it's not over till it's over when you're looking at these titans of players, these well-decorated players. Oh my goodness. ATK wants this so hard. They want that top seed. They want to be looking good going in with a great positioning in the tournament. And BeavR wants that spot as well. Absolute annihilation out there. I want to tie it right back to Flippin, 12 and 26. He's got to step it up. If he can put up the numbers like he's used to putting up, they're going to be able to win this next one. But this is where it comes to. We're tied up 1-1 in the series, 2-2 here. Whoever wins this round will be taking the lead and will be on match point for the rest of this series here.
And everybody from ATK, they kind of leave that B side open. Maybe they're trying just to bait out one of these streaks, and they could technically invest both of them if they wanted, but Aggroh, he finds one. Oh, and that's 3 players down, and you might force the hand to maybe have to use one of these streaks. Oh, flipping gets taken down off of spawn, but look, the double stack is coming in. Ronnie, he has gone big before. Can he do it again? No, Aggroh is there. He shuts Ronnie down, and here comes a streak, but it might be a little bit too late. Trophy is there. Nobody should go down from this, and the B site is gone. ATK. Oh, they didn't get it. They didn't get it. Cosmic, he just has to fly. No way.
Wait,
no
what?
way. What just happened? Are you kidding me? Flip is doing everything he can to try to drain this B-Tech.
Wow, it's going to be a 1v1 here. Allu wants to lock it in, but now Hav is in for the defense. The double streak out the back. You don't expect that at all. Slowed it down. It looks like they will be able to capture it here. Oh my gosh, that double streak, exact play you want to see this late in the series. That's what it comes down to take a win on either of these teams with the amount of skill across all these players. Oh my goodness. No one saw that coming. I don't think anyone expected it to not get captured either. So everyone had to quick turn around, be like, wait a minute, we got to cap this. We got to defend this. What is going on? And right now what's going on is a little bit of progression coming through. I think these players are still a little dumbfounded on what just happened on B, so everyone tries to get centered back around this A site.
And Aggroh, he goes out. Ronnie puts himself in a good spot, will find the kill, and right now everybody from ATK, it's a matter of just preserving your life, staying alive, making sure you do not be an easy kill for the side of BeavR. And remember, Allu does have a glide bomb as well, so he can just potentially use that for information, but he will find that opener. Ronnie, Swiz, they combine for 2. Aggroh's still in that same spot, and he should go down in short succession, but no, he doesn't. Flippin' is there. So this has been a great defense coming out of ATK, and guess what? They're forcing the hand of BeavR. They think they have to use it. Oh, he was on the wrong side of the trophy system. The wall was kind of blocking it, and now, oh, you end up finding 2. So ATK, they're still holding it, and I thought it just stuck Allu, but my goodness, Ronnie, he is there to stay, and it is 11-12, Chef. Another nail biter of a finish.
Jeez, yeah, and Ronnie wasn't a name we've been saying too often. Clearly, he's been stepping up this one. I love how everyone has their certain areas, certain maps, certain strats that they are showing out on, and this is Ronnie's turn to do it. Double streak right now, trying to defend this position. Sees Cosmic, gets him out of his line of sight. The A defense coming in strong. 9, 10, 15 seconds on the clock. And BeavR got to show up right here, right now. Allu in the 30s. Flippin' has yet to hit the 20s. Here we go. Cosmic has been another name we've been saying a lot here, showing up for his team. Swiz with a triple, shutting her down. No respawns left. 3 seconds. They are still defending. No one's there to capture it. Oh my gosh. ATK, baby, taking the lead 2-1 in this series with that finale right there.
Oh, another one. ATK clutch up in the moment. My goodness, and Swiz, none other than the man himself. Remember, he went big in the last series on that Zarqwa Hydroelectric, and funny enough, that is going to be the map for. But I think the surprise is that BeavR, they have not won a respawn against ATK, and now coming on into a map where they won it pretty handedly last series. It's going to be interesting, to say the least, who's going to be able to have that advantage.
Yeah, Hydro coming up next. I mean, we'll say it and we'll say it again, just how crazy that first map was. 249 tied for 5 seconds. Oh my gosh, contested out. Aggroh did not want to drop that map, and he did. I don't think he's going to let another hard point slip by. Cosmic clearly learned his lesson. He did an amazing job the second map. The third map we just seen, astonishing show out. You know, all of BeavR really did very well on that S&D, on that restart, got that momentum back in. You know, quite back and forth. We just saw an Allu could have gone either direction, down to like 20 seconds left in the red. Just down to the wire. And this isn't even the tournament graph. We didn't even get into the money. If you lose, you're going home matches. This is just placement. And we're already seeing this level. This is possibly the closest LAN events we've seen yet. Because I know when I was there in person, there was quite a few 3-0s going on stream. No, sir, those are out of the window. The amount of experience these players build as more and more LANs go under their belt. The amount of rivalries that get built, not only on Twitter, but in person. We see an Aggroh versus Logan, some friendly competition. And it doesn't look so friendly on Twitter, but oh my God, I love it, man. The LAN environment coming out here, ATK up 2-1. Oh, Hydra's gonna be a good one.
It comes down to stopping those flanking routes, and this is the biggest switch up. Cosmic is really not that type of player. He doesn't find those opening routes, and the reason why BeavR did so well in the LAN, I believe it was in May or February with Allu, is that he found every single gap. He was like the envoy of the team. I don't know how, but he kept finding the routes. But now that he's sitting with the AR, he doesn't quite have that mobility that he would be looking for. So I'm kind of curious if he, on certain hills, might pull out the submachine gun just to try to get a rotation. But Cosmic, he's been playing out of his mind the last two maps. But the biggest question and the biggest factor coming on into the end of that map 3, it was flipping. He was what, 20 or 12 and 28? He ends up getting, I think, 21 kills at final and still around 30 deaths, but he definitely pulled his weight in that final round when it came to the KD department.
Yeah, every player's been doing really well at their own times. You know, we haven't been saying Ronnie often. He was popping off on that last one, just like Cosmic we haven't been saying often, popped off on that last one. You know, each player finding their time to shine, and an equal opposite player on the other team finding their time to shine. That's really where these clashes are coming in, these close matches all the time. You know, who are we going to see stand out on this one? You know, Swiz had that beautiful triple on that last one to lock her down. Allu had some really nice doubles, triples, getting their positions. Here we go, hard point right off the start, looking like an ATK favorite.
Woo. And right now, it's ATK coming out swinging as they get a few kills. And I saw a pistol come on in from the side of Cosmic, but it doesn't matter. It seems like the side of BeavR, they're more concerned with watching the P2 area, but they're really pulling the middle of the map and trying to take everything they can away. Number 3, Swiz. He is the player to pull off the deep route in the water, trying to sneak around basically like a Navy SEAL out there as he's going all the way in the back. And he might have actually just found the opening, and he absolutely did. And nobody has an idea that Swiz has slipped on through.
Yeah, I love the positioning from that. You know, it's those unique plays that pretty much you do your first time ever playing COD, and then, you know, you realize, wait, this is a great strategy to use every now and then. And it showed that it can work right there. ATK now with a large amount of points in their favor, but out the back, Cosmic catching one. Aggroh looking for this flipping character. Ooh. There's one. Can he get some more? He got pushed off of the site. There's 2 players in there. Aggroh versus Flippin with some more company there. Battle of the Titans coming in. Hob gonna get taken down. Flippin catches Aggroh. Put that up on the board in his favor. Oh my goodness. There's another one. ATK getting this site back. Probably gonna be some back and forth tying it up, but the positioning looking to be in Cosmic's favor for this next hill.
And that was a big break for ATK. It came down to Swiz earlier on. As like right as that hill popped, BeavR, 2 of the players, or one of them spawned out, and they immediately knew somebody had slipped by. And I think Cosmic did get a good time, but unfortunately the re-break, the play was made from Flippin'. And again, he is starting to hit shots, and oh, he actually earned a streak. I don't remember when he actually got that one, but he does have a glide bomb in the back pocket. Koi, he will grab that first kill onto him. So onto this P3. It's looking pretty solid for the side of BeavR. They hold the spawns, but again, Swiz somehow just finds a route in the back. I'm not sure if he's close enough to have his teammates spawn close. No, he wasn't, but still, number 8, it's Aggroh. He's waiting for it, and he finds the kill, and still BeavR, they're holding on to this P3.
Yeah, and Swiz being in that great positioning, and he didn't get the kill on the flank, but it's just enough to turn him around, got some players killed out, and enough to get his teammates spawning on that side, but 15 seconds left, a little too late. They are going to win the scraps here, but the rotation's coming through. Look at Allu already down there with his teammates, and ATK going to have to run some routes to try and break this hill.
And I was talking about with Allu being on the AR, is he able to find those positions? And he absolutely is. He's all the way in the back of trail, 10 seconds going to the clock. Cosmic will be the first player to hop on him, but again,
here we go.
Look at another water route. And ATK, they are loving it, and Allu gets caught out. And again, he's not trying to take the player down off the point. He's just trying to cause a lot of disruption and almost snaps onto Cosmic, but still, again, BeavR, their gunny has looked different on this map for. They're not losing too many 1v1s, and you're looking at the stat line across everybody from ATK, kind of sitting around 3, 4, 5, and then you have flipping 10 and 8, 18 engagement. This guy has been all over the map.
At BeavR, you know, their stat line looking really good. We got 2 KDs across Cosmic and Allu. Aggroh sitting positive. Koi just trying to get on at those sites. 40 seconds tied with Aggroh. And we got Koi still holding off the old hill. Absolute annihilation, keeping those players spawning down there. Flippin is in the back. He's waiting for his teammates here, making sure no one's running around. Cosmic might be smelling this one out, and he definitely is. Everyone looking up the front, and look at Ronnie in the back, gonna catch someone from the back here. Still Cosmic. There we go. The shot's gonna come through. Can he get it done? Yes, Ronnie. Amazing route's gonna get everyone all spun around. Hopefully ATK can break this, because look at that, almost 100-point lead for BeavR.
I didn't even realize that, but it just feels like ATK, they're playing a step behind at the moment. They're not able to get those breaks fast enough. They're kind of going in around 30 seconds. They need to make that around 45, 40 to make the time worth their while. And again, they're not able to capitalize on their kills. Koi, he's 8 and 8. He has 16 engagements. So do a few others, but he's not needing to do a whole lot. And everybody's sharing the love on the side of BeavR when it comes to the hill time. You have 22, 27, 48, and 101, making sure that they are sharing that love across the board. And after that first set of rotations, it's basically a 75-point game, but ATK, they're going to try to hold on to this P1 and set themselves up for the P2 as well.
We see Cosmic in there, ran the water route again. These water routes, no one's looking for them. Everyone's doing them. Very interesting. You know, no defense for it. The offense, it is working. Gets in there, spins them all around. Here we go. BeavR now on the point. 150 to 84. Quite the lead for BeavR. Remember, it was 249 tied for the first round. So, you know, BeavR looking a lot better than they did that first time. ATK trying to set up this next hill. BeavR's offense, though, looking very good, but flipping looking a little better there. 50 seconds on the hill, 14 and 11. Another water route for him, trying to get some good positioning. Those ones up top. Aggroh right there off to the side. He's got to hear that splashing. He doesn't get those shots up just in time for the trade to come in from Koi. All right, it's just throwing bodies in the wind. So he's going to take it.
And Hav, he ends up finding that kill as Allu not able to take down Flippin'. So this is a big moment for ATK. One more push, and they should be able to hold down this P2 and push themselves within roughly 20 points, maybe 25. But again, the angles are being held perfectly from the side of ATK. That's 3 players down. Allu, he knows he has to rotate. They have to chalk this one up. Swiz, again, somehow finding a route, and he's going all the way through water. He hops up. Can he stay alive? No. Aggroh and Allu are ready for it, but look at Aggroh. He's still sitting down right in front, and there. Oh, no! No, Ronnie!
No.
You didn't just let that happen to you, and that has got to be frustrating. Put a little face slap right in the face of Ronnie Aggroh. My goodness, the man came to play.
That's got to look bad. Definitely do not clip that and tag a minute, because that is rough. If you're looking at him, oh my gosh, Aggroh turning and burning, baby. 16 and 12, minute 10 on the hill. Ooh. Turning on players that were staring at you for a solid 30 seconds. He just does it all. The ATK, though, looking at their point line here, making their comeback. Flipping right back to, if it ain't a double, it ain't him. 22 and 14 now. Top slayer on the map. Everyone trying to push out to the next hill. We got a 5 streak that was until it just fell. ATK making a comeback, but BeavR still getting that progression through, trying to hit 200.
And it really comes down to this break. This is a massive hill, and nobody's on the point, and one of the players from BeavR spawned out, and that's Aggroh, so he could develop a natural pinch, but it's Allu who's hopping in the point, and he's not going to be ready for Swiz. Can Swiz find the kill? And he's actually going to go for the player in the back. I think he got the call out, but unfortunately, he wasn't able to finish either of them, and that could be a big problem. Ronnie, 9 and 17. He's not having the grace of game, and oh no, Ronnie looking left, looking right. Ooh, does get one, and another streak is used, and so they are putting everything into the arsenal, but guess what? They still don't have spawns, and it's gonna be Aggroh. Oh no, with the double kill on his own teammate. He gets 3, and Koi will fall, and that's 20 seconds to ATK, and oh, this is gonna be a potentially another 250, 249 game here, Chef.
Yeah, what an interesting turn of events there. ATK got a lot of hill time there. And they're all running right past them, too, because, you know, Flippin' just holding it down. Ronnie doing an amazing job on this next hill. No one physically on it. I mean, Swiz is in a great spot, is going to give that up for some points. I agree with that. But look at this wall collapsing in on ATK. Every single player has to do their job. And there is one down. Nobody in the hill, though. They got to try and get in there. There we go. Off. Ronnie doing their job, holding it off. Ronnie with a double. Ronnie is one of those players that really is turning it up as this series progresses. The wall is now built for ATK. They have to break through. They could get this last 27. They are going to take the lead for the first time this hard point. Oh my gosh, the 249. If that happens again, my heart can't handle it.
And Swiz, he is there, and oh, Flippin' tries to go big, and really, you can fight for this last 15 if you want, but you need to start rotating towards that P2, and nobody is there. But look, it's gonna be number 3 who gets a good spawn, and they're gonna put themselves within 28 seconds. BeavR make it 27, but ATK, they have held strong. And remember, they were down by 85 points at one time in this game, and they might get the lead change and potentially the win here. But somebody from BeavR, they have to contest this P1 because it's going all the time towards ATK.
And Cosmic was right there to get it done, and he has definitely stepped up as the series progressed, but did not turn up when he needed to there. But here comes a collapse, probably the last chance for BeavR for this hill. No one can win it now, so they're going to have to play for next as well, and it looks like Swiz is doing it. Swiz, his stat line looking kind of poor for his team, so I'm looking at him to take this over for ATK and close it out. The streak comes in from Aggroh. Great call. Flippin' just sprints over there. I don't think they were ready for that now. 10 seconds. ATK again with the great spawns just like that on that last hill. The back of Cosmic again. Cosmic, can you get this done for your team? Can you get behind him? Slow him down. He's right next to Swiz. Oh my gosh, all the way in the back. Ronnie is gatekeeping this and keeps it going. Can Cosmic turn it around? 5 seconds.
Oh,
he gets killed. Oh no.
Oh, Chef. You gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding me. And the Beavers, they fall apart at the seams again. An 85-point hardpoint lead in this map for Zarqwa Hydro. And they get 3-1 by ATK. You got to be joking. You just can't let that happen, Chef.
You definitely can't. Swiz on a 0.5 KD and takes that win. Just goes to show hard points about points, not killing. And oh man, ATK, those last couple of hard points set up an amazing spawn, set up great defenses, had players where they needed to. those mid-map adjustments. ATK, the king of completing, and BeavR was consistent throughout, but you know, with ATK starting a little light, ending pretty heavy, just not enough for BeavR to compete with. Just Logan pulling out those doubles as it progressed into triples. Streaks placed right where they needed to. ATK, amazing work coming out, you know, 250, 228. Great showing here from BeavR. You know, they were able to get a round off of them, so that's going to be some good positioning in the bracket. I doubt they're getting eliminated. And we go off to our next rounds in the series. It's Vintage Ozone, ATK Pulsive, and BeavR Simps. Simps just looking for a round.
Yeah, they're looking for anything, but unfortunately, I think if they do end up getting a 3-0, they will still not make it. So I think, unfortunately, we can confirm that the Xerath Simps, they will not be making it to Championship Sunday. They will end here on a Saturday, but I think
B yet, right?
Yeah, Group B is going to be coming up after one more round here of pool play for Group A. And just kind of looking over everything, this is going to be probably one of the better series coming up. It's going to be the side of ATK going up against Pulsive Gaming, both teams undefeated. So this is to take the #1 seed in Pool A. But remember, ATK has dropped a map or two, so for them to, I think, win, they need to 3-0 Pulsive to get that number. Well, no, they actually don't. They just need to beat them. So it's not going to really matter on that points. Impulsive, they have been undefeated so far, and they have not dropped a map, so I'm curious what they're going to be able to get done on stream. But I think, Chef, I think you're going to be taking a break after this one. We're going to have another caster be coming in.
Yes, we're going to have someone new to this LAN event, but definitely not new to us. Very talented caster. Kamika will be coming in. I'm going to go have some dinner for my break over here in the eastern state of Pennsylvania, while you're over there in the mountains. And then I might be coming back. We'll see, give you a break, because we're going to have Big Rich possibly coming out here in 2 hours as well to give you a break. Another talented bunch of casters. The LAN Center, seriously, great work getting all this together. It keeps growing and growing with each event. And it's, of course, thanks to all the viewers out there, all the players that show up, those sponsors like Dark Fusion Systems we were able to pick up. Like, seriously, it's just amazing seeing this LAN Center grow and grow, and Contender eSports as a whole. You know, I've seen a couple of the LAN centers, you know, have quite a few hiccups, and, you know, as you can see here, one of the top LAN centers of all of the esports ones that I've seen across the country. So, you know, huge shout out to the staff there, able to get all this done. You know, Call of Duty, always mistakes with the game. Activision hates their players, but, you know, we bounce right back to it. So huge thanks to everyone. Kamika is in here. If you want to go ahead, he's deafened, so I hope he hears us on stream. Go and get him set up. I think we got his camera ready. We might cut it to a short break to get that one going.